Hello everybody and welcome to Circuit Monte Blanco in Spain, outside of Sevilla. And Audi has invited me out here to drive the R8 GT. I'm also writing a story for Road and Track, so you can check that out if you prefer to get some writing alongside your video. But in this video for The Smoking Tire, we will answer a couple of questions. One, is the one of 333 Audi R8 GT special enough to justify a $250,000 price tag? Number two, is this car better in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive Quattro form? And three, how much does it feel like the similarly rear-wheel drive and hardcore Lamborghini Technica /STO that it is related to? Hey guys, today's video is brought to you by Factor. And I know you may not believe me just by looking at me, but trust me, I actually forget to eat, right? Not because I don't get hungry, but because I don't schedule time for it. Whether it's grocery shopping, restaurants, or even ordering in, I'm never quite ready in there. That's why I love Factor. When your day is jam-packed from work or the holidays, Factor makes it easy to fuel up fast when you're on the go. It could be these delicious meals which arrive weekly, ready to eat, never frozen. Throw in the microwave for 2 minutes and they are good to go. Like this chicken and green beans, I'm into it today. Or it could be the breakfast. Protein bars, nutritious smoothies, and pressed juices. That stuff is great. Factor can cut down on your grocery trips, your cooking time, and your restaurant budget. And Factor's flexible. So if you're traveling, you can adjust your order, your size, or your delivery date, or skip a week when you're on the road. So many nutritious options keeping your fridge stocked up. It is the best. So hit the link in the description or go to go.factor75.com/TST60. That's a lot to remember, so just hit the link in the video description and use code TST60 to get 60% off your first Factor box. Now I'm going to have lunch. Okay, the boilerplate items. This is the most powerful Audi R8 ever, making it the most powerful Audi ever. 620 horsepower, 416 pound-feet from the naturally aspirated V10. It weighs 3,454 pounds, which is down 117 from the standard car, thanks to the elimination of the front drive powertrain and some use of carbon fibers. 0 to 60, 3.4 seconds. It has shorter gear ratios than the standard car for better acceleration, although at the time of making this video, I don't know by exactly how much. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that information for my Road and Track piece. It also has an adjustable torque splitter for the rear, enabling you, in theory, to do more controlled drifting. And I'm going to get to do some drifting later today, and if I successfully do it, there will be B-roll of that here. There's an aero kit with a carbon front splitter, a rear diffuser, a big swan neck wing, and some side skirts. There are exclusive lightweight forged wheels, Cup 2 tires, ceramic brakes, and some special red trim. So, what they've got us doing on the track is a little funky. We can't run full flyers, so we can drive alone, but we have to run these sort of chicanes and then come through the pits each time. So here we go. The track is also drying. It rained all morning. So I have to be a little careful. And I only got 3 practice laps with an instructor. So, a lot to think about here. First thoughts, it feels like an R8. They haven't changed as much as Lamborghini changed with the STO. They didn't change the steering ratio or any of that kind of stuff. Why are you still upshifting? I got mad earlier because I have it in the sportiest mode, and yet it's still not going into full manual, even though Audi says it should be, but it's not. That is frustrating. We're gonna have to go visit them on the way back through and explain that the manual gearbox control is not working. The turn-in is great. Now that the tires are warm and the track is a little bit drier because of some laps, I'm getting some grip, which is welcome. They've put a chicane here. Yeah, it's upshifting. Come on, man. It's in the mode it's supposed to be in. Now the tarmac changes, and right there, that was the traction control taking away some of the power. Because this black asphalt is a lot more slippery than this lighter colored stuff, which is probably rougher on tires, but has better grip in the damp. Okay, so as we go through here again, I'm going to bug them about why the gearbox is doing that. But what I love about this car, it fits. Even with a helmet, very comfortable. Sounds great. Love the V10 engine, naturally aspirated stuff. The gear ratios, without driving back to back with the other car, it would be difficult to tell the difference. It's not a huge difference. But definitely on a damp track, the lack of all-wheel drive means that traction control is kicking in. What they just told me is I had to engage the performance mode, which is basically the stability control for track, which is fine. Now that it's dry out, we'll do that, and maybe the gearbox will listen to me. If it was just a mode thing, fine. I don't have a lot of seat time yet, so I can deal with that. That's not the end of the world. I like that you can modulate with the pedal, balance the front and the rear quite easily. And I think that mode setting may have fixed our problem. Okay, here we go. In regular traction mode or performance traction mode, the tendency is mild understeer still, unless you're really trying to have it drift. Gearbox is nice and quick and responsive now that I have found the correct mode to put it in. And it seems like this performance traction mode, it does manage the torque. We'll really see coming out of this hill how much torque it takes away. Yep. So there, you can get it to step out a little bit there, especially when the surface changes like that. That surface change really kind of jumps out at you. Okay, well, the good news is that our gearbox issue was a driver education issue and not so much a car issue. That's good. Driver education is okay. We don't want to fault the car for driver education issues. And I get one more lap. Now that's my 5th lap around this track. So now I kind of understand where it goes. This track is it's not super intuitive, but let me give the guys a thumbs up over there that worked. And it's not a super intuitive track. You actually have to be told where it goes. Oh, and they're gonna gap me out of this what looks like a slower moving car in front. That was not a real launch. But still, it managed the torque really well there. Late. Lots of like decreasing radius late apexes on this course. Little push at the midsection, mid-corner there. I like the brake feel a lot. For ceramics, they don't really need to be heated up that much. They've got a good immediate bite, but they feel like steel brakes. I mean, they grip really well, but the feel much more resembles a steel brake than a ceramic brake that requires a strange amount of pedal pressure, you know? And I like that you can adjust by using the pedal. That's good. Steering feels nice. It's a very well-balanced car. And it can slide. Well, hopefully we will learn once doing some drifting that the balance while sliding is very good. I mean, just in those little bits of oversteer I got on track, I found that it's very easy to recover a slide and modulate when it's an accidental slide. We'll see what happens when we initiate some intentional slides, but I hope that's good too. I will go back and gather my thoughts and hopefully have a very eloquent and detailed piece for Road and Track magazine, but I felt that it was important to share this experience with the Smoking Tire audience. So make sure to go read my written piece at Road and Track, and thank you for driving with me today. It was just a little first taste, but to answer our question, is it worth $250,000? Yes, if you're tall. If you're tall, then this is a great car to drive, especially for a mid-engine car. It's really comfortable for a road trip or with a helmet on. How does it compare to the STO? It's a lot more comfortable. It's not as sharp. It's not as much race car theater, but the rear-wheel drive does make it fun and exciting. And is it better than an all-wheel drive car? Yes, as long as it's dry. On a loose surface, that all-wheel drive is very welcome. So thank you to Audi for having me out here today. Thanks to you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.
And remember, always fight your tickets. Use code TST10 on the Off the Record app available in the Android and iOS store, or go to offtherecord.com/TST.